I'd like each speaker to leave us with some brief takeaway policy message that we can pass along. Jose?
This was a very difficult thing, continues to be a difficult thing for the people of Puerto Rico. But we also don't need to forget there's the Virgin Islands, and the Virgin Islands are also suffering as well too. There's people in Florida still suffering, people in Texas still suffering. And like Brad mentioned, this is more of the norm coming into the future. And we as a world need to come together with better solutions and be better prepared, because what's coming into the future is going to be more of the same.
I think in 2017 and so far in 2018 that we have to realize that things are changing dramatically. We have to build that culture of preparedness. We have to get ready as a nation, and we also have to look at how we can reduce the complexity of how we do things, how FEMA does things, how bureaucracy does things. We have to change that, but we also have to remember, as I mentioned earlier, what we do is important. It's about people, and don't underestimate the power of hope.
Kellie?
And I think similar to Rich, looking at those policies right now that may have caused friction in these several disasters. So where were the pain points? And I'm sure FEMA and others in local jurisdictions are looking at this as well. But everything from contractors that are utilized and the processes that are in place, but going back to things like the Stafford Act and making sure that we're prepared this season to try to shift some of those things, obviously knowing those things take time. And then I can't overemphasize relationships and partnerships and trying to establish those now and going back to those communities that were so hard hit last year, so that we're more prepared.
Brad?
So I'm gonna give a very pragmatic thing. If you're listening or watching this broadcast now, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. I beg you, I implore you, pick the strongest ask verb you can come up with. Download an emergency app right now. As soon as this is over, go to your phone, iOS, Android, I don't care where you are, use the Red Crosses, use FEMA, use the Weather Service, download multiple, they're free. They will help you understand in a disaster what's happening. They will help you understand where to go for help. They'll help you to prepare. These are incredibly useful tools. Please, if you do nothing else today, download an app from one of those organizations or multiple. It will help. It really will. Thank you.
And Daniel Ramos.
Keep working strong with the Alliance, the NGOs. Don't forget that the community health center is the first line to respond to the community, and the biggest opportunity that the community, the health centers has to identify the community leaders that are inside the community that can open more the doors for the health center and other entities to go and help. So as nature here in Puerto Rico after the storm show us that we are building strong leaf with strong branch. So we are getting prepared for next season, and trust me, we're going to be hurricane strong.